A lot of people need to understand that people, hardworking people, regular people like you and me, we have to wake up and go to work. We have to do our 40 hours, 80 hours, whatever it is, to make money to pay our rent, to make money to pay our car. And whenever we have enough money left over, we'll go ahead and buy something that we want to buy to treat ourselves. And sometimes that's buying concert tickets. Sometimes we want to enjoy music with the other people that share the same taste as us, same interest as us. And we'll listen to the same artist that we listen to at a concert to enjoy it all together. The problem is that artist doesn't care about our time and efforts. They don't care about how it took us to get here, how much hours that we had to work just to get here, how I had to argue with somebody at work to get this day off because we both wanted it at the same time. And I wanted it because I wanted to make it to the show. And then the unfortunate part is this person goes and cancels or they reschedule or whatever they decide to do in the near future, because that's what ended up happening with Drake again. Drake officially cancels, postponed Australia and New Zealand tour dates. He had set that date up, and when it was time to perform in Australia or Sydney, whatever it was, he decided to cancel. He said that he was going to reschedule, but it's later confirmed that he's not going altogether. 5 months after Drake cut short his Australia and New Zealand, the remaining dates have officially been canceled. He said that he was going to try to go back, and it looks like that's not the case. And that's the most disappointing thing to ever see, bro, is when you are trying to pay money, your hardworking money, to go and see somebody that you enjoy listening to, and they are just going to cancel on you because they don't think that your time is important enough for them, even though you're the reason why they're relevant today. I mean, you're paying money to go see them live, and they do not want to mess with you. Now, I don't know why Drake doesn't want to go to Australia. Maybe it's because he's offering too much shit. Maybe it's because he's telling people, promising them cars and weddings. And I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't want to keep those promises. Maybe he just doesn't want to make more promises. But to be honest with you, bro, for someone like Drake, a lot of people, even his fans, say that he's still popular, saying that he has a lot of fans, saying that he could still hold a show, but he doesn't want to do the show. He doesn't want to be there. Why does he keep canceling and why does he keep rescheduling? However, in February 26th, it was announced that the remaining dates have been postponed due to scheduling conflict. Now, this is a pattern because now, again, moving forward in the future, it looks like there's another scheduling conflict that Drake is having. It looks like whenever there's a conflict of some sorts, he has to blame it on the schedule. Drake returned to the stage earlier this month as part of some special shows for You UK tour, along Party Next Door in support of their collaborative album, whatever. The trek began with series of dates in England, which will be followed by additional shows throughout Europe until the end of September. A planned performance in Manchester on Monday, which was July 28th yesterday, was postponed this week with an unseen ferry schedule, necessitating the gigs move to August 5th. So they moved one date from July to August 5th. But here's the problem. This is another thing. This is a pattern that he does. He tries to postpone. And even if you were to postpone and go on another day, the real problem lies within this. Now you can see here it's the same thing. The event organizer has been in touch and has asked us to pass the following information. Due to unforeseen ferry schedule and travel logistics, tomorrow's performance in Manchester, July 28th, has been rescheduled. The good news is that Drake will now perform in Manchester on Tuesday, August 5th. We'll see if he doesn't cancel that one, because from what we know from the Anita Max Win tour, he'll most likely just cancel the whole tour altogether. And it's said to be an unforgettable night. Yeah, because no one's going to ever forget the fact that he canceled the tour when they were supposed to go to the show. All tickets remain valid for the new date until they have to get their money back. We can't wait to see you there. Bro, we're never going to see you there. And the problem is that they're never going to see Drake there. This is the second time or third time this happened this year, bro. And it's going to be a pattern that we're going to see for the rest of the shows. I don't think that he's going to be able to do this tour the way that he wants to. The problem is that I don't even think that Drake wants to do these tours. At least that's the impression that I'm getting from all of this. Anybody who bought a ticket eventually is going to get this message from Drake. Event canceled. Drake, Anita Max Win tour. Live Nation Australia regrets to inform you that the previously postponed Drake show in Australia and New Zealand have now been officially canceled. Moving forward now, that might be the outcome for this new tour that he's doing with Party Next Door in the UK. Someone had posted Drake canceling due to travel logistics when the man was just there. That's how you know that's bullshit excuse. The day before, the man just said, F y'all. And that's true because he was spotted there. It says here that Drake was spotted revisiting the Ivy in Manchester for a meal last week before he left fans disappointed over canceling his Monday night show at the Co-op Live due to traveling logistics. The third sellout gig was instead moved to a new date on August 5th, the day after he already planned performance the day before at the same venue. So how is it traveling logistics when you were literally seen there last week? You have no problem. You just showed off your jet. You just showed off Air Drake. You have the biggest jet next to the president, but you have traveling logistics.
When I first got my plane, I was in this hangar. It's like probably one of the craziest moments of my life. I actually didn't believe it until AJ told me, I'm gonna get you the biggest jet in the game out of anybody. Like, it'd be like you and the president. That's it.
I think someone from Spirit Airlines could get to Manchester before Drake can. And that's the saddest part, is because he pays a private jet to take him there. And I think someone riding coach or someone riding first class, whatever, a regular civilian could make it there before he can. I've never been on a plane, by the way. And this is the pattern that we're seeing. At first, he's going to postpone. He's going to reschedule like he did in Australia and New Zealand. But moving forward, he's going to end up canceling. That's what ends up happening. He does not give a damn about the fans that still support him, which is very sad because Drake needs all the support that he could get at this point, because there's a lot of people that don't like Drake up until this point. But you're going to do your own fans dirty, bro. Whatever fans that you got left, you're going to treat them like shit. You're going to make them spend their hard-working money just so that way you could cancel and reschedule on them whenever you want, bro. That is so messed up, because there are so many people that work 40 hours a week, 80 hours a week, go to work every day, pay their rent, pay their phones, pay their car, do everything, buy groceries, pay their light, pay their water from their own pocket, bro. And then they have the little money left over, a little money left over. And what do they want to do? They want to go and experience a show with other people that enjoy the same music. But what do? You reschedule on them as if they could just get another day off. Like, it's not going to be a bitch to replace another day off with your boss or whatever you work at. And then you cancel. So now I've gotten the rescheduled date. Imagine going to work and asking your boss if you could reschedule because the concert rescheduled. And then he's going to be like, oh. You know how difficult that is, especially when you have to work around a tight schedule. And then you finally get the rescheduled date just for them to tell you that the concert is officially canceled. Like, bro, what the actual? I was supposed to go to the show and you rescheduled, and I got the new rescheduled date because you said you're going to be here, and then you canceled on me. Bro, and if I'm not a Drake fan, right, I would never pay to go to a Drake show, right? But if I was, bro, I would fucking stop being a fan that fucking day. I am not trying to bust my ass working out here in the heat to come out here, buy tickets for someone who does not give a fuck about me. Kendrick Lamar has been on tour and hasn't canceled one time. He's been in multiple states, multiple countries, and he has not canceled one time. Do you understand how crazy that is? Do you understand? Like, that, just to put it in perspective, I hate to bring up Kendrick Lamar, right? But just to put it in perspective. So everybody is only making this a big deal because you are rescheduling on Manchester. How long until then is when you're going to decide to just cancel this altogether? Now, maybe you will show up, maybe you won't. But the fact is that how many people asked for July 28th off, and now they have to worry about getting August 5th off? Bro, you know that most people who work a regular job have to wait a month in advance to get another day off, and you want them to get off on July 28th and try to get August 5th off again, a week apart from each other? No way, bro. But for a majority of people, bro, it's hard to get one day off and then a whole other week off within like a few days of each other. No, there's no way that shit's gonna happen. And people like this, people like Drake, so beyond a regular person, they don't even think like a regular person anymore. Drake may pull up in a fucking ice van. He may want to dress like a worker for his live stream. He may want to look like a regular person when he does music videos, like he has a regular job, but he's never worked a regular job. He's never had to deal with a schedule. He's never had to deal with a working schedule ever. And this is the shit that pisses me off, because he thinks the world revolves around him. Like, we don't gotta fucking work tomorrow and do our other shit to even afford these fucking tickets. You know what I mean? And I'm not even gonna go. I'm not even a Drake fan, bro. But it's just being a fan of music and concerts in general, just to know that someone is willing to do this and not give a fuck is insane. When a basketball player gets hurt and they can't play a game, that shit hurts them sometimes, because they know that all these people work hard for the tickets to go and see them play. And if they can't play, it fucks with them, because they know that this might be their only opportunity to see them. Tickets are expensive. And, you know, sometimes we just can't afford to go all the time. And sometimes we can't get the days off that we want, especially weeks between each other. If you want to reschedule that early, at least be convenient for your fucking fans. But yeah, bro, this shit is crazy. And I wouldn't doubt that this tour, Triple S for UK, or some special shows for UK, whatever it is, I wouldn't be surprised if this show ended up getting canceled, just like the Anita Maxwell tour. If it doesn't, I'd be very surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of people that are already dissatisfied with what happened with this show and the other shows that are to come. If he's going to do this for one time, he's going to do it for another time. How are you going to reschedule, bro? You were just there last week. You were getting chased by Pinocchio and shit, and now you can't go, bro. Maybe Pinocchio got him. Either or, Kendrick Lamar has been on tour, bro, and I don't think he's canceled one single show, bro, this whole time. He's been adding dates. That's crazy. What's funny is that Kendrick added Australia shows that Drake had canceled. I wouldn't be surprised if people from that Australia show that were supposed to go see Drake are going to cancel their tickets and go see Kendrick Lamar when he goes to Australia. But either way, Manchester, London, he's just using y'all. London, he ran to London when he needed a check balance. That shit was funny, but I think that is true. Y'all are getting ripped off. You don't appreciate the hardworking people over there in London, or anywhere to be exact, because he keeps canceling and rescheduling. But y'all tell me how you feel about this and get back to me, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace. Keep it alleged.